y'all, welcome back to my channel and to my weekly esthetician vlog. I hope you like the first one, so we're gonna keep on going with this. Today is the start of week 2 of the esthetician program through Aveda, and we are 100% virtual this week. We do go back next week on the 23rd for one day on campus to practice facials, and we'll also have Ugly Sweater Day before going on Christmas break. But like I said, this week we are 100% virtual. So you will notice that I'm in a different room. This is the office in the house. This used to be my sister's bedroom, hence the green walls, but I like it. Everyone likes it. It's just kept it this way forever. And I like it because while it is a bright color, most people will be like, oh, I can't focus. Just based on how the lighting is in this room, it can get very cozy on rainy, cloudy days. And I think the green just kind of brightens up, and it's like, okay, you know, it kind of keeps me pepped up on top of having my coffee and all my beverages. But I am set up in here because last week, just the 2 virtual days, I noticed that being downstairs in the formal dining room area with the Christmas tree and all that, it was a lot to just have my phone and my iPad. So right now I currently have my laptop, I have my iPad that I can look at textbooks, I can do quizzes and all that without having to go onto my phone and drain 2 batteries. I am hooked up to a power surge that I can hook up all 3 devices, be charging at the same time, and I'm not having to sit on the floor. Like, I have a chair that I'm comfortable in that keeps me, properly aligned and whatnot. And then I have 2 glass desks so that if we are having to do like practice on our Elisabeth, who I have sitting right next to me just in case we pull her out. But if we are practicing on our Elisabeths, on our mannequins, I'm still able to set it up, and then I can also angle the camera on the other desk so that my instructor can see what I'm doing and correct me if I'm not doing something properly. So this morning we will have our chapter 1 quiz all online. It's going to be the first thing we do after taking attendance, and then we start chapter 4. We're going out of order, but that's okay because it's going to flow. We've got our foundation now. We got to build up to that. We're not just immediately going to tear through the textbooks like they do in order, because I know chapter 2 they start talking about business, and it's like, we're not quite there yet. We need to know what we're doing business with. So we're doing chapter 4, which is all about microbiology. So we're going to be learning about viruses versus infections. I went ahead and looked at the chapter ahead because Maya did send us an email telling us what we'll be going over throughout the week. And I took the liberty of reading chapter 4, a couple pages last night, because I'm a nerd like that. But microbiology is really fun. I've spent a lot of time in hospitals and learning about germs and infections as a diabetic. Also, I got to learn about that when I learned medical billing and coding, which I don't know. It's a little gross at sometimes, but I love anatomy. I love microbiology, and it's fun. And it's something that I've had to learn being diabetic. Like, I learned about staph infections and all of that. And I don't know. It's just I'm excited for this chapter, and I think, fingers crossed. I'm hoping that this is not an open mouth insert foot moment, but I'm going to rock this chapter 1 test, and then I am going to totally rock chapter 4. So I've got 20 minutes until I have to be on my Zoom meeting, so I'm gonna log off here, get ready, finish up my coffee of the day, or at least cup number 2 of the day. I'm gonna have at least 3, maybe 4 cups today. But I have my coffee, I have water, and I have my Arnold Palmer kind of watered down as well. I noticed I have been drinking a lot more water. A lot of people, they're like, oh, well, I don't drink enough water, I don't know how much I should be drinking. I always tell people, take your body weight, divide it by 2, and that's how many ounces you should be drinking. I drink at least 200 ounces. No, I'm not 400 pounds, but I just, I say it all the time, I have really dry skin. I want to make sure that I am properly hydrated. I've had too many experiences of being dehydrated through diabetic ketoacidosis, and during my pregnancy, I wasn't drinking enough water. I was slamming a lot of Powerade to replenish my electrolytes and all that. But yeah, I just make sure I'm thorough when it comes to my water. So that's my piece of advice for today. I will probably be back for an evening review. You know what? I am going to be back for an evening review. And good morning, y'all. Happy Thursday. So just dropped Arthur off at school, and now I am heading back to the house to get all set up and ready for a virtual class today. Today is also my sister's 20th birthday, so happy birthday, sis. You've been life-changing, to say the least. So a quick review of yesterday. We did our chapters 1.1, 1.2, and 1.3 tests, which your girl got 100% on, so celebrate! And we started microbiology. We learned about bacteria, and we could identify it based on some shapes, and how they were connected, like what viruses they could cause, what diseases and viruses they can lead to. And then we learned how to do a spa consultation, and we practiced on each other. It was really cool. And then we learned the first step in any facial that by Aveda is going to start with the same 3 products. You're going to start with water, you're going to start with a composition oil, and then you're going to start with the cleanser. And we learned how to apply that, and then applying the cleanser, and then just the quick little massage, I will call it a massage, of just really cleaning the face was amazing. Like we learned how to remove the makeup and all that, and then apply the cleanser. But applying the cleanser and just all the massage and the technique behind it was awesome. We practiced on our Lisas and then called it a day. Well, we did have a little Kahoot quiz to kind of review all the microbiology that we studied earlier that day. And let's see, Taylor came in first, I came in second, and I apologize, I don't remember who came in third. Again, I apologize. And then what else was there? Oh yes, the technique behind the cleanser and all that. I actually did that this morning to myself when I was washing my face. I decided to use my cream cleanser, and oh my gosh, you can tell I've woken up with a little bit of a sore throat, some sinuses are draining. 'Tis the season. It's in the high 30s here in Louisiana, so my body doesn't react to cold very well. I mean, it happens all the time. But I did the technique to my face when doing my own cleanser, and oh my goodness, hitting all those pressure points and everything, it really made a difference. Just like, I will remember this for every facial that I do. So today we're doing chapters 4.2, and I don't know what else. It's in the email, but again, your girl needs her coffee, and I need to get to the house, get all set up, and let's rock today. I did sleep in a little bit this morning because of being sick and not being able to sleep. But what was I going to say? Oh yeah, your girl went and got her coffee. But I like to personally read our chapters the night before or the morning of, just so that I can pay attention to what lanyap information that Miss Maya will provide. So yeah, there we go. Pull it up to the house, and I will talk to y'all later. Bye. Good morning, y'all. Happy Friday, bright and early. Wanted to get up and I don't know, get better from being sick, although I am feeling a little worse. But it's just a cold. Now I'm getting body aches. It's no big deal. This happens, like I said, every year, every time the seasons change. So yesterday was reviewing chapters 4.1, and then it was learning about 4.2, which is
the 3 levels of infection control, aka sanitation, disinfection, and sterilization. Then we also learned about various sanitation machines that we'll come across when we're out in the wild, is what Miss Maya calls it. That means once we're done with school and we're out in the real world. And then we had lunch break, came back and did our spa fundamentals, which is when we like actually practice on our Lisas, on our mannequins, and really start learning the rituals and how Aveda does things and what we can take out into the wild, into the real world when we are not in school. We did facial design theory, and then we learned about the skin balancing ritual. We did do dry brushing, which we did with our face mask brushes. We didn't have like the little hair brushes with the soft bristles, but we still learned how to do it with our face mask. It looks like a blush applicator. Just to give you an idea. I don't have my stuff within reach right now. But today we are going over chapter 4.3, which is first aid. And then we will most likely review chapters 4.2, which again, my brain kind of, I need to spend a little extra time going over chapter 4.2. I've got the gist of it, but it's not really in there. And then we are doing product knowledge, which y'all know I absolutely love product knowledge. I love learning about ingredients and what a product does. I do know that from other vlogs that I've watched on YouTube. It's essentially, you're going to look at the first 5 ingredients of a product and you're going to know what it does. So like if you see licorice root, you know that the product is used to brighten the skin because that's what licorice root does. Excuse me. And how if you see a citrus, if you see something like lemon or orange, you know that's going to have vitamin C in there. And then what else? I think we're going to learn another facial routine or ritual. I'm sorry, not a routine, a facial ritual. But like I said, it's early. I need to get my coffee. I could look at my email, but nah, I want to keep less cuts in here. Let's just do this day to day. So let's go conquer the day. Oh, and I think I'll show, I'm going to insert a clip here of me waking up Arthur, how I do, because my little bear loves to cuddle, and we have a new little wake up routine. It's not just, arguing and bribing him with gummy bears or gummy worms. No, I found a way how to wake up my little boy pleasantly. So maybe this will help another mama out there and, share some really good music. So let's go. Dude, I love your bed head. You've got a little heart going on with your curls.
What is that? What is that?
Is that Aaron?
Yeah.
All right. Hey y'all, happy Sunday morning. Oh boy, Friday and Saturday were such a blur, and I'm still trying to wrap my head around it. So Friday afternoon, we talked about product knowledge. We went over 30 Aveda products. We had a slideshow, and it's just like, okay, here's this product. Here's a brief description about it. Here are the active ingredients, and this is how you use it, which is very important when it comes to skincare, because a lot of people think, okay, just because I have this product, like I really need to do a lot so I could really see my skin improve. And really, it's just, especially with natural and natural-based products, a little goes a long way. And most of the time when you buy products, it should last you 2 to 3 months, not 4 weeks. But we went over that. We went over product knowledge because as estheticians, we should know our ingredients and look at the first 5 ingredients listed on a product and know, okay, this is what it's going to do. So something like, even if it's not an Aveda product, like when we are out and whether we are working for a certain spa, we're creating our own products, or we're working in manufacturing, we should be able to know what does what and how we can help people who are looking for solutions to skin problems. Something that was really funny was because I do have a product knowledge playlist. I love to learn about my ingredients. I like to learn about not only what they do, but when it was first discovered, how it's been used throughout history, and even other names that it may go under. Like aloe vera is aloe vera barbadensis, which I love it. There was one ingredient that, there were several ingredients that we were struggling to say just looking at the words, and one word was kupawasu. I learned about it. It's a nut that is roasted and turned into a butter that is used for body butters and body creams, much like shea butter. But other people were saying it, and I just asked the instructor, I'm like, hey, is this how you say it? Or I learned it was kupawasu. I just want to know, because is it a word like tomato, different emphasis on the wrong syllable? Or, how we call it a buggy here and other people call it a shopping cart. And it's just like, what we can learn from the video. This is how I say it. This is how other people say it. I just like to know, so that again, just so I have that knowledge with me. And speaking of knowledge, one thing that I realized that I did not include in my esthetician kit that really does deserve attention is the workbook that comes with that accompanies your textbook. Because I'm having difficulty right now, because again, due to personal reasons, I'm not able to pay 100% attention to PowerPoints, and after a while I kind of like get bored with death by PowerPoint. Yes, I'm a visual learner, but I also need something that like kind of sparks my interest. But just a piece of advice for future estheticians and people who are going through the Aveda program. Yes, pay attention to your PowerPoints, take those notes, and ask questions. But you also need to read your textbook that you download onto your iPad. Do those Kahoot challenges, do the flashcards on Quizlet, and do your workbook, because it's a lot of information. But if you do those small actions throughout your education, it's going to add up, and you're able to retain that information. That is, I'm hoping that is going to help going for your license and state board easier. Again, wishful thinking, and I want to say visualization and manifestation for the future. So that was Friday. Whew, I was about to say Thursday, because days of the week we go on Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, Saturday. So then Saturday, I got an alert on my iPad. Saturday we did exfoliation, and again, it was a little difficult because we're learning about layers of the skin, and okay, this is the dermis, but this is also called by this other name. There are 15 layers of skin, and here's a big old chunk. This is what it does. Here's what you can find in it when we exfoliate. This is what we're getting. Again, a lot of information, and I wasn't able to give 100% of my attention to it. So exfoliation, had break, and then we came back and we broke down doing a whole facial. Like I said, with Aveda, it's not just, okay, you come in and you get products slapped on your face. No, it is a sensory journey. There's going to be aromas that you get to try out, and they get customized to you. It is massaging your scalp. It is going down your body to your feet. As estheticians, we are not massage therapists. Everything that we do is from the décolleté up to the head. And yes, we can hit pressure points on the body, and we can, work with your chakras, but we are not going to be doing any manipulations on the body. We will do manipulations and massages on the face, but body, no. We will touch your feet just to give you that little something extra and to really relax and balance out your body. But again, we're not massage therapists. There's only so much that we can do within our licensing. There was a video that we watched that was an hour and a half long. Ooh, that was a bit of a stretch, but it was breaking down everything. Like, okay, this is why we do this in the consultation, and this is how it works into the Aveda mission, and really in depth. And I'm hoping that after I get some work done here around the house today, that I can go back and really absorb that information. So, yep, that is it for week 2. Again, started off very confident, and now I'm realizing that, you know what, okay, there are going to be challenges. How do I cope with them, and how do I conquer them? Which they will be conquered. I've got my goals, and I'm going to make them happen. Next week, we only go on campus for 1 day, and we are going to have not only ugly sweaters, but we're doing a white elephant, which it's something, we don't go out and buy any gifts. It is something that you either make, or a gift that someone gave you and it's just been sitting and collecting dust. You're not using it. Someone else would appreciate it. Again, it's going to be a very busy day, full of information, as we've been warned, and we're still going to have some Christmas fun before we go on break and resume on January 2nd. So I don't know how that vlog is going to go. I'm hoping that with permission from my classmates and from my instructors that I can take some video during that day. If not, we'll see what happens. And what else is going on? Oh yeah, we also got informed that we will be doing waxing in 4 weeks. So if we are wanting to look pretty and everything for Christmas, do it now. But after that, no shaving, no waxing, no lasers. So that way we can actually practice on each other and see what it feels like, and yeah, and actually learn with hands-on experience, which that is something that we have been like, well, not really complaining about, but we're just like, we're tired of Zoom chats. We want to be in a classroom and getting our hands working. Yes, we have our mannequins, we have our Lisas, but we want to be around each other and just feed off and learn and just have that really great energy that we all just, I feel like we're craving it. We're craving it so bad, especially with this pandemic. So yeah, we'll see how week 3-4 measures. I don't know how. I'll talk and try to figure it out. So until then, if y'all like this video, I hope y'all do. I hope y'all are liking this series so far. Go ahead and give this video a thumbs up. Click download to subscribe and turn on those notifications so you know when my next video is up. I do have some product knowledge or some ingredient knowledge videos that are coming up, because while we were learning about product knowledge, there were some ingredients that I never heard of, and it's just like, you know what? I need to know about this. I want to know about it, and I want to share it with other people. So research is happening, scripts are being written, and a lot of work is being done. So yeah, click that bell to know when new videos are up, not just about esthetician vlog, but other stuff as well. And y'all remember to take time for yourself each and every day to live adventure and pamper. Bye.